Renewable energy refers to energy from a source that is not depleted when used. There are many different sources of renewable energy. Common types include solar. Solar harnesses energy from the sun to produce power. Wind. Wind utilizes the motion of wind to create electricity. Hydropower, which uses moving water to generate energy. Biomass, which refers to a large group of technologies that use living as well as recently living organisms and waste to create energy. Tidal. Tidal uses the rise and fall of the tides to create electricity. Geothermal. Geothermal uses the internal heat from the earth for energy. In 2013, renewable energy sources only accounted for 22% of the world's energy supply, yet is the fastest growing energy supply on the planet. Renewable energy sources are heavily sought after because they provide a clean source of energy, which means the energy does not directly produce greenhouse gas emissions or air pollutants. Legislation and government policy are used to promote and grow the supply of renewable energy. Demand has been driven by more progressive stances towards the environment and the undeniable truth of climate change. There are numerous different benefits and costs associated with such policy. Benefits include job creation. On average, more jobs are created for each unit of electricity generated from renewable sources than fossil fuels. Spending $150 billion on clean energy investments would create roughly 1.7 million jobs, stimulating the economy. Another benefit includes reduced health and environmental restoration costs stemming from lower environmental impact via reduction in harmful greenhouse gas emissions. Additionally, renewable energy sources produce spillover benefits, which include many positive externalities. Specifically, industries in the renewable energy supply chain will benefit and unrelated local businesses will benefit from increased household and business incomes. Costs associated with the renewable energy sources include the adverse effects of land use, which can present harm to wildlife and their habitats. There are also negative externalities associated with the construction and operation of these sources. Many of these sources, particularly wind and solar, cause public and community concern due to their sound and visual impacts. Another concern deals with the greenhouse gas emissions generated during production of certain renewable energy sites. Renewable energy sources are also criticized for their inability to generate quantities of electricity that are as large as these produced by fossil fuels. Although returns on investment are high, a large initial investment is required. This is a major concern in policymaking and shifting consumer preferences. On a smaller scale, the economic implications of investment in renewable energy sources are evident in the state of South Carolina.
Focusing on South Carolina, the Palmetto State has a lot of untapped potential in renewable energy. Starting with wind, the Carolinas' coastlines make offshore wind development a great possibility. President Obama recently banning offshore drilling in the Atlantic Ocean opened that door that much more. 35th out of 50 in solar energy output, South Carolina has much room to improve. With legislation in progress to grow incentive programs, growth is inevitable. To create a sustainable world for future generations, a shift in dependence on renewable energy sources rather than fossil fuels is necessary. Fossil fuels draw on finite resources that will eventually become depleted or too expensive and environmentally damaging to retrieve. Therefore, finding the optimal combination of different renewable energy sources is crucial to obtaining substantial benefits to our climate, our health, and our economy. The benefits of replacing fossil fuels with renewable energy will be greater than the costs in the long term.